I'm Sunny Baker, and I'm the co-director of the Mississippi Farm to School Network.
I'm Dorothy Grady Scarborough. I'm from Shelby, Mississippi. I'm the co-director for Mississippi Farm to School Network.
And our network is meant to grow the farm to school movement in Mississippi to get more kids eating fresh, locally grown foods, to get more school gardens where students are learning how food grows, and then just to really make that connection between what you're eating and that it actually comes from somewhere in the earth at some point.
And history has proven itself that when a child is involved in growing food or helping to prepare food, then they are more likely to consume that particular food. So by doing the school gardens, we're encouraging them to do taste testing, that they cook it in the classroom.
My name is Edie Johnson, and I'm the School Food Service Administrator for the Coahoma County School District here in Clarksdale, Mississippi. We love giving the children the opportunity to taste and really see how food tastes in its natural state. And like today, we're having some okras for the children to taste. And today we had some Purple Hood peas in the cafeteria. I'm gonna find out what they thought about that. And then one more item, sweet potatoes. That's one of my favorites too. And that's something that's grown in the Delta.
We often say that it's so hard to get kids to eat good, healthy, delicious food, but if you've ever spent any time in a school garden or in a cooking class with kids, you know it's really not hard once they get their hands on things and they see how it works and they see how it happens when they are actually digging and pulling things out of the soil, when they're getting to tend to animals, when they're getting to cook and be in a kitchen and empowered in that way. The kids are the most exciting part about farm to school, and they give me so much hope for the future of a healthier Mississippi.
There are some food service directors that are open to the purchases, and you got some that are reluctant. That's the piece that we've been working with the food service directors on, is educating them that this product can be purchased from a local area farmer.
So we are a resource for farmers in that we can help them identify those markets and coach them on how to have those conversations with schools. We're also a resource for schools looking to buy local, in that we can help them have those conversations with farmers and figure out timelines. Mississippi Farm to School Network is here to be a translator, an interpreter, and provide resources that are needed to help make that connection happen. We also, especially our co-director Dorothy, are a great resource for school gardens, for starting school gardens, maintaining school gardens, growing school gardens.
I'm Coach Gibson. I'm a behavioral interventionist at Wingfield High School, also the director of the Natural Resources Utilization Academy. The grant through Miss Scarborough and Mississippi Farm to School has been essential. For this year in particular, the weather had destroyed so many of our transplants. We didn't get a chance to get them to grow like they should, but that grant allowed us to repurchase those transplants and buy hoses that will bring water from our building. So that grant was absolutely essential. So we are certainly indebted to Farm to Schools in Miss Scarborough.
You know, as I think about the work that we're doing, initially in the front I said to build a healthier generation. And people should care, because in the past 10 years, I've seen the downside of more people, not just older people, but our younger people being exposed to different illnesses and diseases that has been on the rise. Health disparities has occurred usually in people 40 plus, but now we're seeing it coming up into some of our 3- and 4-year-old kids being hypertensive or being diabetics and those type things. So if we get enough people on board to help move this type work forward, to taste test, to introduce them to new fruits and vegetables, and what a plate should look like on a regular basis, not just to have a brown plate, but to have a multicolored plate sitting before that particular child. And our goal is not to be number one in health disparities, obesity, hypertension, diabetes, cancer. I want us to be number one in making that change, to move the curve from one side to the other, where we won't be exposed to all of those diseases because of the lack of a healthy plate.
So it's really time to grow this movement by getting more people involved, more people aware, more food service directors, more farmers, more families, more teachers. And the way that you can get involved is by joining our network at MississippiFarmToSchool.org.